So you set up your new business, you've got your food hygiene rating in place, you've got an amazing product that you want to share with the world. What's one thing that strikes fear into a lot of new businesses? Marketing. In this video, I'm going to tell you how I spend £0 every month on my marketing strategy and I still get new people every single time through the doors, or through the flaps in my case. And it costs me nothing. Now this is my strategy, it works for us, it will probably work for you. There's 100 different ways to do marketing. There's no right or wrong way, but this works and I'm going to share it now. Let's get into it. What is marketing? Marketing is brand awareness. It's making people aware that you exist and that you're serving this amazing product. It depends who you want to target and in what area. And there's 10 tips that I'm going to give you throughout this video that are going to explain how I get people through the doors for £0 a month. But it's effective, it works. I meet new customers every single time we go out. Number one, and this is on the digital side, know your platforms. So for example, you've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's so many different platforms that you could be using to reach the people that are going to buy your product. Now, if you're a food business, I'm imagining that you're going to want to target local people. The biggest tip that I can give you with the digital side of stuff is to know your platform, don't fight against it, but use it for what it's good at. For example, my Instagram account is a portfolio. It targets people all over the world. My biggest audience last month was Brazil. There's no point me putting a menu up and saying my opening times to people in Brazil. So I use my Instagram account as a portfolio. I put things up there that look good. I put my reels up there. I direct people towards my YouTube channel because anywhere in the world can watch that. I don't put local stuff up on there because there's no point. I might actually lose followers doing that. So Instagram is a portfolio. If people want to see what I do, I direct them towards that and say, check it out. And it's a nice, easy way for people to see all the different pizzas and get a vibe of what we do. The next biggest one you've got is Facebook. Facebook is the key. You might think that you have to do paid campaigns and Google ads and all sorts of things like that. You don't have to do that at all. I've done it, I've tried it, I've tested it. It works with private hire to a certain extent. You can target people that are actually searching wedding caterers in Dorset. You could target the people that are looking for that. But when you're going out on a weekly basis, there's no point. So what you need to do is join the Facebook groups. Set yourself up a business page, and that's what they are, they're called pages. Set it up in your business, make it look nice, put all your opening times on there, put a bit of information about yourself and start posting every single time you go out. Now, here's the key. And this leads me on to tip number 2. Post at the right time. On some platforms, it doesn't matter when you post. It doesn't matter because eventually the algorithm's going to pick it up and it's going to reach the right people. With this, it does matter because the people that you're trying to target in your local area are going to be seeing your post at a certain time. So if you have to schedule it, or if you're going to post it directly, make sure you do it when people are hungry. When people are hungry, they're more likely to make the decision to come and see you. It's like going through a food shop on an empty stomach. It's carnage. You'll pick up everything. I post twice for every single night that I do. Now, this was the post that I put up last night. It's got the menu. It's got a little bit of blurb about what we do, our opening times and pre-orders, which we're going to come on to in a second. Now, that was posted at about 6 o'clock last night. It got a few likes. But people have seen the menu, they've seen my prices, they know where we are, they know that I've got parking, they know that I've got a shelter in the rain, they know all of the information they need to know. And that was posted when they were hungry, so they might have been thinking, oh, that pizza looks great, I'm gonna get one of them tomorrow. Now, the second post that you need to do is in the morning or lunchtime or when you're setting up the next day. This post will target spontaneous people. So if you post when you're setting up or around lunchtime when people are hungry, you might get a few people thinking, oh, what am I going to be doing for dinner? Well, they're scrolling through Facebook while they're at work. You pop up with your delicious product. You've got all the information there, your opening times, they can even pre-order. They know that you've got parking. They know that you've got shelter for the rain. How can they say no? Post at the right time. it's key. Now these Facebook groups, they are completely free. Some pages don't let you post business stuff on certain days. You can only do it on certain days, so always check the rules in the certain pages. I'm not sure how it works in the US, but I'm sure you've got a similar thing over there as well. Make yourself a page and get into the groups. You have to join the groups. Tip number 3 is encourage pre-orders. Not necessarily for sales. I encourage pre-orders because when I get a pre-order through, I've got the name, I've got their choice in pizza, and I've got the time that they want to collect. That's the information that I asked for. When that person turns up and I've got freshly made pizza for them, on time, they can give me their name and I give them the pizza. But what that's given me is their name. Using people's names is such a powerful way to connect and to build trust. Next time you see that person, you can go, "Oh, Dave, how are you? You had a good week?" It's just a little connection, but you imagine how it would feel if someone did that to you. You walk into any food place and they recognize you by name, you're gonna feel a connection. You're gonna feel like you're almost friends. That's what you wanna build up. So pre-orders are a way of getting that name, and then you can start using the names. Just remember to use the right name on the right person. It's a service that you don't get it much anymore. You go into Domino's, you go into Pizza Hut, RIP. You don't get that service. You might get it at your kebab shop, but they just normally call you boss man, and that's not quite the same. But if you can just be on a professional level, recognize people's names, use it, it builds up trust, it builds up a connection, and it gets people to tell other people how friendly you are as well. So just before we go on to number 4, marketing isn't just on the digital world, and it's not just a one thing you can do. It's 100 small things that you need to keep doing. It's not, oh, I'm gonna pay for that ad and I'm gonna get my customers. It doesn't work like that. What did people used to do before the digital age? And it was still effective. These are the things that we're gonna focus on next. Some might say they're old school, but they work, trust me, they're completely free. So number 4 to 10, we're gonna do when we're out and about, actually serving pizza in reality. I'm gonna show you how they work. Before that, I've gotta do some prep. Tip number 4, consistency. And I say this on every video because it runs through every part of your business. Main road, signs out. Now, when it comes to consistency, every week, if you turn up at a new location, you put a sign out, someone might drive past and go, "Oh, look, there's a pizza person there. That's nice." They would have had dinner plans, they would have had plans for that evening, whatever. If they go past the next week and they see you there again, they start to build trust. So that next time when you're there, they might pop in. It might take them 3 or 4 times to go past and realise that you're there every week. And then someone might say, "Have you tried that pizza person down the road there?" And they might say, "No, I've seen them there every week though." And then they might pop in. It's all about consistency and being visible. Be there every week. They'll drive past. We've had loads of people down here. This is our 4th or 5th week here. And they said, "Oh, I've seen you here every week, so I thought I'd pop in." But it's taken them 4 or 5 weeks to actually pop in. Marketing doesn't happen overnight. It's not a case of just running an ad campaign and expecting miracles. You've got to go old school. You've got to be there. You've got to be visible in the community and show up. So that's tip number 4. We're just setting up at the moment. There's a bit of a weather warning going on today. This is our normal spot, but this BMW is right in the way. And from last week, we know this one doesn't leave till later. So we'd like to be there to be visible from the road, but we've got our sign just there, so people going past can see it. We're setting up here. We're strapped to the van as well. So we're pretty much good to go. Got the EcoFlow charged, what we're saying. We've got another 21 hours running what we're currently running, which is the lights under the gantry there, the lights above, and then we're charging the buzzers and the square card reader. Later on I might have to charge my phone or something, but links to all of our equipment will be down in the description, so if you're interested in anything, check them out. So yeah, we're gonna get the oven up to temperature, start cooking some pizza, and then I'll go on to tips number 5 to 10 whilst we're in service. Right, just an update from earlier. We're pretty much set up, so I'm going to do a little post on the groups. I'm going to go into Facebook, taking a picture of the setup. We're all set up and ready to go in Hamworthy. Message for pre-orders. Nice little pizza and a fire. Next, original post. I'm going to share it to the story and I'm going to put it in groups. So you've got this little button here, share into Facebook groups. I'm going to post it to Poole community group, Hamworthy and living in Poole. There's 3 that I can do. Post. Boom. The spontaneous diners among us will see that post. It's 4:15, so if they're about to leave work, they might think, oh, I'll just grab one of them on the way home. So we did the post last night with the menu. We did the post just now for the spontaneous people. So I got to get everything ready and we'll go from there. Right, so we've just had a little bit of a mad rush, which is great. This is what I mean. We've got pre-orders, they've turned up on time, we've got their names, we've had a chat. There was a guy that came last week, we remembered his order, we said, oh, you had the veggie last week, and he liked the fact that we remembered that. So it's all these little things, they are marketing, they're part of marketing. Tip number 5 is make yourself visible early. We got here and we were faffing around trying to find the right space, but we got the sign out and people can see that early. So make yourself visible early. As soon as you start setting up, get something out, get some menus out, because the amount of times that people come up and say, can I look at your menu? Get those out ready. Tip number 6, I would say don't waste your time with paid ads unless you've tried all of these different methods of marketing. Paid ads are good when you know specifically the type of person that you want to attract. With this, it could be anyone. Everyone likes pizza, everyone eats food, so you're trying to attract such a big audience. You could go and spend 50 quid on an ad and you might just get those people organically. So don't waste your money when you're starting out. When you develop a bit and you want to attract some private hire customers, it might be worth going down that avenue, but don't look at it until you've tried, I'd say, the old school methods. We've got some pizza to make anyway, so 5, 6. We'll be back with number 7, 8, 9 and 10 in a second. Number 6.5, there's a little point I wanted to raise. By the way, it is 7 o'clock and we've got 5 left. It's been absolutely insane. So the marketing works. We've had so many pre-orders, people come in off the street. It's absolutely bucketing down with rain as well and they're still coming in. So 6.5, if you do have a budget, why don't you use that on doing a competition, for example, 2 free pizzas if you name the best pizza topping combination example. So instead of spending that money on places like Google Ads, put that money into something that's a lot cheaper, but people will still appreciate that. People would, instead of being targeted by a Google ad, they'd like to apply for a competition, win a couple of free pizzas, or even if you want to give out dips and little surprises along the way, that will be more cost effective than Google Ads and things like that. Number 7 is tell people when you're going to sell out or if you're running low. We're running low at the moment, but I don't think it's time to tell people. I think the main point is to tell people when you've sold out, because people think it's a rare thing. It is. So we've made 45 tonight. The last couple of weeks we've probably sold out. So next week I'll make a bigger batch of dough. So you just need to let people know, because then it saves them the trip down. If they come down and you've sold out, there might be a chance that they won't come down again if there's a risk that it's a wasted journey. So that's tip number 7. We're going to sell the rest. Oh man, we've just sold out in 2 hours. All gone. We've spread the ashes. Beautiful, look in there. That's how we clean the oven. So yeah, all gone. So the last tips, I finally got a chance to actually go through the last tips. So number 8 is to create moments, small moments of surprise. You don't get that in most places. Like I said earlier, a free dip. If someone asks for an extra topping, just say, yeah, no worries, no extra charge. People love stuff like that. If you do that, it just lets them know that they're a little bit special, and it's just a service that you don't get elsewhere anymore. Small moments of surprise. That was a small moment of surprise. Number 9 is to actually talk to people. So read the room first, read the room before you do this, but if someone stood there and you offer them a buzzer to go and sit in their car and they say, no, I'll stand here, then have a chat. It's what we do. And you just get to know people, you build that connection. It's all about trust and connection. If they look like they don't want to talk, then don't talk to them. It might be quite dangerous, so leave them to it. But speak to people. Ask them if they're local. You can actually get quite a lot of information. How you knew that we were here. If they might say that they walked past, they saw the sign. We speak to a lot of people and they say, oh, I drove past last week and thought I wanted to try it this week. And that links back to the point earlier, be consistent, because people will drive past and then they will come back after a couple of weeks once they know that they can trust that you're here. Number 9 is to close the loop online. I'm going back to the online stuff, but once you've had a good service, if you've sold out, even if you haven't sold out, just post the next day and say, had a fantastic day down at Hamworthy or Poole or wherever you are. Just want to say thank you to all the customers that came down, to any regulars that we see on a regular basis. Thank you so much for supporting the business. We really appreciate it. It costs you nothing to do that, but people appreciate hearing that and they like supporting small business, especially in times like this when businesses are really difficult, and especially the hospitality industry, it's really struggling. So they're putting their prices up. Small mobile businesses like ours can really flourish and almost take advantage of that and give service where it's free to give. The last tip that I want to give you before we pack up, because it's absolutely hammering it down out there, is to just keep making a good product. That's the best form of marketing you do. People will come back for a good pizza or whatever you're making. Once they try it, they know that you do a good product. It's the same every single time. They'll come back, they'll tell their friends, they'll tell their family. Word of mouth is one of the most powerful tools you can have. Those 10 tips that I've been through, I'll put them all down in the description. It's totally free, it's a free strategy, but it works every single time. And it just doesn't cost you a penny. If you do have any other suggestions, or if you know of your own strategy that works, leave that in the comments. I'd be really interested to have a read of them. And if you've got any other questions, let me know. All of our equipment link is in the description down below as well. So if you've seen anything that you're interested where it's from, it's all down there. You don't pay any extra for clicking on those links, but it helps the channel out. So take a look. We're gonna pack this carnage away. It's not too bad. We like to keep it fairly tidy. Will wasn't here tonight, so it's a lot tidier. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I think 70% of you that are watching aren't subscribed. It would be a massive favor for us if you do hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow, and we'll see you on the next one.